What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. We were supposed to be working on the Dodge today. Someone actually commented on how to fix that clunking noise that we were dealing with in the last video. So I was going to take the time today and look into that, but unfortunately it started raining. The other plan was to do the brakes for the Charger, but again, the car's out there, the E30 is in here. I couldn't get that pulled in, so the brakes are going to have to wait. The brakes aren't completely bad, but I was just upgrading to some better brakes. And it's always good to have some stopping power. As you guys saw in the last video, while I was recording, I ordered the new metal panel from Valcas garage. Now the crazy thing is, it comes all the way from Lithuania, but it came in a week. I think I ordered it on Friday is when I made that video. Yesterday everything showed up, which is crazy. The fact that it came all the way from Lithuania in 7 days. I don't know if I paid for express shipping. I don't know if they gave me express shipping or what, but everything showed up today. So we got the rocker panel on the driver's side right here, and these things look like a perfect fit. They give you a ton of extra metal on each of the parts so that you don't have to sit there and try to cut out only a small portion of the rust. You can cut out all of it or even more, and then make sure you get some good metal back into the car. But we have the entire replacement panel for the rocker, so whatever Crisp Auto needs to fix, they can cut out. They don't have to do any metal shaping or anything. They can just cut to shape from the new metal and then weld it back in. Now obviously we have the same stuff on the right side of the car, which is the passenger. I wish it was a left-hand drive. Sorry, I wish it was a right-hand drive, but it's not. So we got all of this, and then we even got our floor pan right here. So this is the driver's side floor pan, and this thing is heavy. Like, this is a thick sheet of metal right here. And it comes with all the stock kind of like indentations that come on the factory car. It even comes with the 2 holes that you're gonna cover with a grommet for the rail. And then this is the hole that gets covered by a grommet that just goes straight to the floor. And they give you this lip so you can cut out exactly how much you need, just like the rocker panels, weld it back in. Obviously, we're not gonna utilize this entire sheet. Our only rust spots are kind of like right there, maybe right there. I'm not sure. I think that's kind of surface rust inside the car right now, but this is really good to have because you can cut out as much as you need, and it's literally factory. It's a complete replacement piece. And as we talked about a few videos ago, our jack pads on this side are still intact, but the other side is just completely gone. Like, the jack pad just disintegrated, fell out, rusted out, whatever happened, and now they're just a patch of fiberglass covering up the entire thing. So I got new set of jack pads, and I didn't just get it for just the driver's side, I got it for the passenger side as well. So basically what's gonna happen is this gonna sit like this up to the body. This piece kind of gets bent around it, and this entire just contraption right here gets welded in. This is for this piece, and this is a piece I really didn't have to order, but I was like, you know what, why not? Because mine might be bad. If you look right here, Obviously there's a bunch of dust and dirt and stuff, so this needs to be vacuumed up, but there is some surface rust right here. It's not too bad, like I mentioned before. If we do need to cut that piece out, if we decide to replace the entire panel, we have this replacement piece right here. This will get welded right underneath there, and we can get the pedal back in. So I ordered this just to be safe. Obviously you don't have to. Our main issues are right here, which is the fiberglass, and then right here basically where that transmission tunnel and the floor pan meet or spot welded. So those are the two main areas that need to get addressed. Everything else looks pretty sturdy, but that replacement panel comes all the way to this pinch weld right here, which is great. So even if yours was rusted all the way to the edge, you can cut out this entire panel, put that piece back in, and you're good to go. So we lost these little grommets on the driver's side, but these are actually the ones that I was talking about. So this is the rail right here that goes underneath the car. I guess it's the frame rail. I'm not sure if that's the actual terminology for it. This is the hole in the floor pan. So that right there is this larger hole, and then you have these grommets that are gonna fit into this, make it watertight. And I think I need new ones because these are pretty, like, they don't feel like plastic anymore. They feel like they're brittle and they're about to break. So might be a good idea to order a new one of these since we're replacing all the other panels. But just taking a peek into the hole, luckily there's no rust down there, and I think we should be good. But yeah, you just pop that back in. And the other area that we were having issues with the rust was right there. I don't think we're gonna be replacing that. The rest of this passenger side, there's literally no rust. There's not even surface rust. There's this little piece right here, but that can, a little sanding, POR 15, and we're gonna be good to go. The jack pad, like I said, this side isn't too bad, but I was like, you know what? If we're replacing it, we might as well replace all of it, get it done properly. So we got the jack pads for both sides. Those are gonna get welded in. And then the game plan after this is once we get everything welded back in and everything is properly replaced, cut out, all the rust is gone, we did talk to Chris Pato, and they said they're gonna raptor line the entire underside of the car. Not inside the car, so we were thinking about doing like a 3M undercoating spray inside the car, but I was looking through some other videos and a lot of people were saying that it holds moisture. Instead, just paint the car from the inside, get everything covered up. But I think the game plan right now is to get the entire underside of the car raptor lined, and then from the inside we're gonna POR 15 and then paint the inside as well using epoxy primer and then stage 1 paint or something like that. And then the entire car should be protected. And now we just need to load up all the metal panels into the car, and then from there we drop it off at Chris Pato, and we're finally one step closer to drop the car off and get the rust fixed. This has been such a long process, mostly my fault because obviously I didn't start working on the weld or the rust myself, and the only reason I haven't sent off the interior just yet is because I'm waiting on the dash. I need the dash in the car to drive the car, to get the car to Chris Pato. Once we get it back, then we can pull out the dash and then send the dash, center console, and everything off to get the upholstery done. And then from there, we're basically good. Then we can do all the miscellaneous items of like suspension, ball joints, transmission mounts, engine mounts, all that kind of stuff, and just get this car riding as best as possible. I know I mentioned this in the last video. I do want to make sure that we get the sound deadening inside the car, which is going to be great. So let's throw everything into the car for the time being, and then I think tomorrow we can start dropping it off to Chris Pato. Honestly, it's kind of nice not having a passenger seat in here. It fit perfectly well. So you got the side skirts in there, sorry, rocker panels, floor pan, you got all the little miscellaneous jack pads and whatnot over there. Now we just got to clean up all this mess that I made. So regarding the battery, I do need to throw this back in, and it's actually funny because last time when I was headed back from Chris Botto, I was driving, the terminal came loose, it disconnected from the battery, and I'm just driving on the highway, and all of a sudden the car just turns off, like just completely turns off, and I'm just crapping my pants. I'm just like, what the hell is going on? Did I just break the car? I honestly didn't know what was going on. I was just super scared, and I thought the car was done for. Showing any sign of power or anything, so I just jumped back to the trunk, and mind you, I'm stuck in the middle of an off-ramp, and people are just honking at me, telling me to get the hell out the way, this and that. And I go back there, I figured out that the positive was just loose, so I plugged it back in, and luckily the car started back up, thank God. So now I just want to make sure that I get this in there and I get it put down tight so nothing like that happens in the future again. And just like that, we're ready to go. So I just texted the guy from Chris Botto, Juan, the owner, and again, super nice guy. So yeah, just texted him. We just need to set up an appointment for me to take the car down. And once we get the car sent off, we are one step closer. We are gonna order some new fenders because as you can see, this one is beat up. Like there's paint chips down here. There's 2 dents in the paint right here. I don't know if you can see that on camera or not. You have some chipping right here as well, and then obviously the bottom of the fender is completely rusted out. Like you can see that, that's not supposed to be moving like that. So we are gonna order some new fenders for the car. With that, we might as well order some new bumpers, and I think that way we won't have to order this little trim piece that's right here. Like this is broken, and on the M3 style bumper, you don't need that. It just kind of comes with this thin little strip. So that means we won't have to do that, and then eventually we'll get all the rest of this fixed. But I am excited. Thank you all for watching. I think that's gonna be it for this video. Definitely stay tuned, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.